Hey everyone, this is Deanne Castro, Creative Memories Advisor, and I'm from Bakersfield, California. I don't think I've told you guys that before, so now you know where I'm from. Tonight we're going to work on a celebration border you can use for any type of parties, any type of celebration. This was the original border that I had made, but this punch is not available any longer. This was the diagonal plaid punch that I used. And this is the cupcake border maker cartridge. It goes in this particular border maker set. It is not available for purchase individually, but it is available for purchase in the limited edition border maker set. But since those really aren't that available, I decided to upgrade it a little bit, and we're going to make this one. So what I used for this is the Party Time Bright Designer Paper Pack. These are great colors. I love them. They're so bright, pretty, just kind of celebratory. So I really like it. Anyway, what we need is, the first piece that we need is a 2 3/4 inch sheet of paper to use the cloud punch with. Now this cuts quite a bit off of it, so I'm going to move this over a little bit here, bring my trimmer in, my 12-inch trimmer, and I'm going to cut this at 2 3/4. And actually I think it's pretty much just that. This was a scrap that I had, so I'm going to trim just a tiny bit off of it, make it exact as much as possible. And that's pretty much exactly that. Okay, so we're going to start with this piece. Now this particular punch, to use it as a border, you will line up the paper inside at either this black line or this black line. This all depends on which way you're going to move it through the border maker. So since I'm going to be moving it to the right, I'm going to put the paper in here, and you can barely see it. But I'm going to put it right in line with this black line right here. Then I'm going to push the paper all the way up against the back of this border punch to make sure it's going to slide through smoothly and evenly. And I'm going to make the first punch. Then I'm going to slide it over, and I'm going to match this piece that I've already cut up with the blue section of this punch, so that only the silver outline is what's showing. And once I've got that lined up where I want it, again making sure the back is pushed up against the back, I'm going to punch it again. And I'm just going to go ahead and do the full 12-inch of this border, moving it along, lining it up, and punching it. And then got one left. Make sure it's still pushed inside there, back up against the back, so it's still straight. And it's being a little stubborn there, so here we go. Okay, and there's the last punch on that. Now, to get the other side, I'm going to turn it over. That's going to look kind of funny. But then when you put it in the punch, you cannot see where the paper is. So the trick to that is to actually take a Post-it note. And you're going to line it up against the edge of the paper, just like this. And that way you'll be able to see the line of where the paper is starting. Okay, so we're going to put this in here. Again, line it up with the black line. See how that Post-it note? Now you can see where that line is and where the paper is lined up, because you want this to be fairly exact. Punch it once and do the same thing. Move it over, Line it up with all the blue so none of that blue part of the pattern is showing. And punch it all the way across. Okay, that's the last punch. And there we have it. We'll just take this Post-it note off of there. And see how even that looks? Looks really good, huh? All right, I'm just gonna set that aside. Move all of the extra pieces out and put it in the trash. And then we're going to cut the next piece, which is gonna be the blue happy birthday paper. This is only going to be 1.5 inches. I don't want it super wide. I just want it to have enough color behind the red piece, the red cloud piece. So there's my 1.5 inches. Okay, then we've got the next piece, which is going to be this little polka dot paper, white with polka dots. And that's going to be a 2-inch piece. So we'll put this in the trimmer, line it up against the 2. And you guys can't see that. I'm gonna move this over here. Line it up at the 2. Okay, and then the last piece is going to be the yellow. Now, I only have a scrap of the yellow. This is not going to be the 2¼ inch piece that I need. So let me just show you a little cheat, a little hack to get this looking like this is straight across the back on this one. So this piece already had a little bit of a decorative trim on it. So I'm going to cut that off. And then I'm just going to cut this piece in half. And it doesn't have to be exact, just kind of about in half. And then we're going to have both sides peeking out on the ends of that one piece to make it look like it's going the full way across the back. So it's going to look kind of like this. Okay, so there's an idea if you don't want to use up a full 2¼ inch piece of paper, or you don't have enough, like I didn't have enough, and it's just going to fit right on the back, just like that. So I will put some adhesive on the back of this on both sides. Okay, and then I'm just going to put it on here and just leave about 1/8 inch showing. Just eyeball it down here onto the bottom. Okay, and do the same thing with the other side. And I think it's easier if I can see it like this. So just line up about 1/8 inch. You can also use your 13-inch mat and actually measure it. I just kind of like to eyeball it. Looks pretty close. Okay, then next I'm going to take the blue happy birthday paper and I'm going to put the adhesive on it. Turn it over, center it on the little white dot paper. Okay, and then I'm going to put adhesive on the back of this cloud piece. Now, once you get it on here, it doesn't really look like a cloud, which is fine. It just gives you a little bit of a different look, a little bit of a different decoration. So you can see how really versatile that punch is, because it can be used for clouds or a lot of other just background that just gives your border or your page just a completely different look and feel than just the clouds. So now I'm going to center this on here. And adhere it down. And we are close to being done. Now what I did here was I just took the strip of sticker. The stickers come looking like this. This is just one of the strips. And this was a full 12-inch piece of cupcake stickers. So I'm going to modify this one a little bit. Use a different sticker just to make it look a little different. And I'm going to put this one all the way down the middle. That brings in the blue and the whites and a little bit of goldish yellowish color. Just like that. Okay, and then to finish it off, I have this Celebrate piece that I actually downloaded these streamers from the Creative Memories digital pack of the Party Time Bright. And so these streamers came in the embellishments of that digital pack. And then I just put the lettering in there, printed and cut it with my Cricut, and then did an offset in the black so it would stand out a little better. So this is a real fun way to include digital scrapbooking and making them into embellishments that you can make multiples of. And then, because like if you used up, one of these embellishments in the embellishment pack, and then you wanted to make another identical border, you'd have to buy another pack. So using the digital software and a Cricut or any other type of a maker machine and upload it and print it, then you can make multiples of that. So I'm going to make this stand out a little more. So I'm going to put some foam squares on the back. Just pop it up just a little bit. And then I'm going to take one of these and cut it to put in the smaller edges over here. Okay, just put them right there and right there. Take the backing off. And I'm just going to center it on the border, a little bit offset. And just like that, my border's done. So I hope you guys really like this. Those of you who have liked my borders, my border videos, and have subscribed to my YouTube channel, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate you watching my videos, making comments, telling me how much you like them. It's really a lot of fun for me. Now, the other thing you can do is use other papers, other different colors of papers. Like this one, I still use the Party Time Bright, but I use different colors in it, and it still looks very similar. The other one, though, this one, I used this silver and gold accent paper pack. This is beautiful paper. It's beautiful. And so I did the same thing. I have the same measurements on all of these different items, but the different color paper and the different backgrounds makes it look almost like a completely different border. So there's another option in there for you guys. So if you have any questions, feel free to message me. And until the next border or the next page that I do, have a great evening, great rest of your week. Thank you so much. Bye.